Welcome back, guys. So I wanted to drop a video quickly. Just got back from the gym, but I had some time to myself. You know, between my girl being here with me and my friend who I recently let come back and live with me, you know, I don't have as much time to create content, but that's okay. Because guys, the most important thing that you could focus on, you know, obviously besides like the basic stuff like money, health, safety, guys, you must focus on relationships and friendships. There's no way around it. As humans, we crave connection. And I've talked about this in a few of my videos, but you know, I'm gonna backtrack. I went down that path of, you know, materials and success. And I bought my own place and I lived alone for a couple years. And the whole time I was fighting my demons. I was fighting myself, I was working on myself. And it's been a hell of a journey these past 3 years living alone. But one of the main things that I've learned about life, you know, now I'm in my late 20s, is simply that, guys, that relationships trump everything. Relationships are what matters most. You can have everything in the world. You can be the healthiest man, you can be the strongest man, you can be the smartest man. But if you don't have good company around, what do you really even have? You know, honestly think about that. And let's not get this misconstrued, guys. You need to be comfortable by yourself. You need to be independent and be able to sit by yourself in your own thoughts and, you know, to analyze your life and meditate. That's important. But long-term monk mode and isolation and Sigma mindset is all a joke. It's not even a joke, it's just a flat out lie, guys. You know, and you kind of have to go down that path yourself to understand it. You know, especially me, I was always the guy who felt like I was above. You know, it's like, not really in an ego way, like I'm better than you, but more of like my mind, like where I'm at, what I think, like how I look at life. You know, my meaning of life, my view on life is a lot different than many people. And with that, I kind of just, you know, went down that Sigma male path of isolation. But I quickly realized that that was getting me nowhere fast. Because iron sharpens iron, guys. And when you're left by yourself, those vices can quickly take over. You know, those negative thought patterns can quickly take over. Those bad habits can quickly take over. And that's what happened with me. But that was good because I went down a path and I went down that road one more time and I saw where it was going to take me. The path of isolation, the path of pleasure seeking, the path of fake dopamine. You know, if reflecting back on my life, if I was gonna look at, you know, some of my biggest regrets, you know, I have several. You know, partying and smoking, you know, excessively is definitely one of my biggest regrets. But along with that is also, you know, chasing women. And I also spent way too much time playing games, playing video games, which I talked about. But besides those big three, the fourth sleeper was relationships and friendships. As I got older, you know, I got a lot of trouble at a young age, and basically, not gonna go into the full story here, but I was basically told you can go to prison or you can go to rehab and leave the state and not come back for years. I was actually banned from Georgia and forced out to a rehab in South Florida. It was the best thing that could have ever happened to me at the time, but I hated my life and I was so mad and angry and just victim mindset all the way. But really, I needed to get out of that town so bad. You know, when you grow up in a small town, it's hard to keep elevating without getting out of that area. I believe that everyone needs to travel and get out of their hometown and, you know, elevate. And that's what I needed. But I went from being the social king, you know, in a small town, the popular guy that knew everyone. I went from that to being a nobody in Florida now. And, you know, here I am in my early 20s now. Life's getting real. I'm trying to become a man. And I'm just figuring it all out. But I had a dark path. Until my mid-20s, I was literally in and out of jail. I mean, I spent years of my life on the run, guys. You know, in Florida, I had gotten in trouble, bonded out of jail, and came back and was hoping that I wasn't gonna get in trouble. You know, stuff was in limbo for a while. So needless to say, I just went down that Sigma isolation path because I could never form relationships. I could never form deeper friendships because my mind was so fixated on escapism and victim mindset. And I neglected any friends that were genuine. You know, the friends that I wanted to hang out with the people that I wanted to hang out with was girls that just wanted to hook up, or friends that wanted to, you know, get high and party and live that rebel life. And when I reflect back on it, I miss a lot of my genuine friends from younger years. And some of them I reach out to and they don't even message me back. You know, they still have that picture of the old me in their head. And that's fair, man. I get that. I understand that. But it's sad. And it's something I reflect on. And you know, I reach out to some other friends and we have great talks, and that's so important and so key to reflect back on where you were, where you are now. Guys, you can get lost in your own head if you don't have people to talk to. And sometimes that's simply all you need to change your whole mindset. It's just a simple conversation with a friend. Taffy wants to say hey to the camera again. She's probably hungry. But anyway, guys, I think you started to get the point. It's a pretty heartfelt message here, I feel like. You know, at 29 now, I long for connection. I long for friendships. I long for relationships. And without, you know, my best friend, my brother that I've let move back in with me, you know, without him and without my girlfriend of a couple years, I wouldn't be who I am today, guys. Both of them picked at me, bullied me to get my life together. You know, I have a video where I talk about me going out with my friends and how my ego was totally shattered, and I awoken from the sleep I was in. And you know, dating Viv, my girlfriend, I've learned a ton as well. You know, we've been through hell and back, but I've learned so much and I've become such a stronger, better man. I have a ton of work to do still. But having genuine people around you is so key, guys. It's so key. So I want you guys to think about, you know, those genuine friends that you do have. And I want you to nurture those friendships and keep them. Stay in touch. You know, go out of your way to make it work, because relationships are a two-way street, guys. You know, you can't just, if you're hitting someone up and they're not replying, that's just how it goes and you move forward. And I was that guy who wasn't replying to my good friends when I was younger. You know, when I went down that path. But it was just so hazy, you know, that I got lost for years and years. And, you know, I snapped out of it in my mid-20s when I finally was able to be normal again. And this is not a sob, sad story, poor me. I mean, hell, no, it's not. I'm blessed beyond measure, guys. You know, I really think God rewarded me or gifted me somehow. I went through all that shit when I was younger, but the past couple years have been almost just a dream. My life is almost a dream at this point, and I have to remind myself that. You know, to go from running from the police and in and out of jail, being a skinny twig who chain smoked and chased mediocre girls all day, going from that to a fit, smart, sound guy who's got his shit together, who owns his place, who works for himself. Like, sometimes I just wonder how I even got here. And I know God has my back. Anyway, not to go too deep on that, guys. I'm just, I'm staying thankful, I'm staying grateful. Wanted to drop a video for you guys. And keep what I said in mind, guys. I really am passionate about that. Keep in touch with those friends you have and go out of your way to make friends. Community, we need community. We need social settings again, guys. I feel like we're almost told or influenced in these negative ways of like solo dolo, this and that. It's not the way, man. You are not too good for anybody. And, you have to, the bottom line with friendships and relationships is you just have to be real. You have to analyze. You have to say, are we growing together, or can I help this person out without them bringing me down? And that's all it comes down to. Some people you just do have to cut off. And I was that person who had to get cut off from my friends because I went down that path so deep, so dark. And understand that some of those connections will be lost forever. And I've accepted that. But I also need to take accountability and maybe reach out more, maybe go a little bit deeper and reach out to some people and try to rekindle and reconnect. Even if it's just a simple phone call or a message, man, that can go a long way. So guys, don't try to do it all yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And don't be afraid to be a big brother and help somebody out. Because life is short. You could be gone tomorrow, they could be gone tomorrow. Get in touch with what really matters, guys. That's all for today. I'm gonna be headed to Georgia with Viv on Wednesday. So you guys might not see a video out of me for a little bit, but I have a couple videos that I might clip up, a couple of shorts I might put out. And when I have some time to myself, I'll make a video probably in Georgia. But yeah, just wanted to give an update and drop a video for my subscribers and anybody who's following my journey. Take care, guys. God bless.